Hello, and welcome to a new episode on the Just Create server where I am underneath the cog and quill because I forgot something for 2 episodes and you guys didn't remind me. I still need to update the cog and quill. It's been on version 3 or issue 3 for a while now, which is still the one with the hints towards the dungeon, which, I mean, we don't need anymore. I will still put them in here just for the sake of it being a thing. And then I have the new ones set up in here. We can put them all in here like that, except for one. These are the new ones. They're talking about the mechs that are now ravaging our spawn town. And then, of course, we couldn't leave him out, the clown that is haunting my dreams. And honestly, I've been enjoying doing the cog and quill, and really, just I need more stories. I've been liking what you guys have been writing, so keep them coming so that I can put out more stories. So that's 1, 2. No, wait. Yeah, that's 2, and then we're gonna put. Can I edit it? 3 right there. Boom. There we go. And now I need to go back to my new base where I've been working on some stuff. So instead of showing you how I have to fly back all the way over there, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. And it is a lot of digging and cleaning up the area a little bit. Alright, and this is our new and improved mountainscape. I've cleaned up, then I kind of roughened it up a little bit more, and then we put in these retaining walls that give us 3 terraces. So we have the main terrace here below, and then we've got 2 smaller ones, which are mostly going to be walkways. Like this is going to be a walkway. Maybe put like a building in here, and then the same over here. We could put either one big building up here or a couple of smaller ones. Doesn't really matter. But today we're focusing on this little area over here where I want to build a game or a system that allows us to play multiple games in one building. So I'm gonna set up the outline first and then like kind of get myself some dimensions, and then I'll explain what we'll be doing. We have the hole cleared out. I want to shave off 1 more block of the edges. Not necessarily because we're gonna need it, but because in the future I want to replace the entire wall, and it's better to do it now since we can reach it easily. I also am gonna dig down to this level or even this level, just so I can have space for the explanation of the concept or the system on how this is gonna work. And then later on we're gonna be digging way down just for decorational purposes. We have enough space for me to explain what we're doing and how we're going to do it. And then this is going to be kind of our control room, or control basement, I should say. I'm going to look through my stuff that I need, and we're going to grab some of these guys. We're going to grab some of these guys, and then basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to build a playing field the size of this oval that is level with the floor, right? So let's say that we're making a football pitch. The football pitch itself is going to be level with this floor, and then we are going to have 2 access points to power, one over here, which we're going to connect up to I don't know, somewhere over there. And then overall the entire field and everything that's needed to power it is gonna be glued together so that if you pick it up, the entire hole is empty. And then if you place in a new field, it connects up to one of these points, and then you can place it down with the lever. That's the concrete idea. Now I just need to make sure I have power over here, which I have no idea where I'm gonna take that from, except we could probably either go we could either come up from there or from here, over here, and then maybe over here somewhere. So we connect up over here, right? And then from here we go over here, which is gonna not holding enough chains. Okay, we need more chains. Hook them up like that. So now, if I ever want to play a game or build a game, I can hook up to one of these points and power whatever system that I need to. But before I do that, I want to clean up this place a little bit more, and then I kind of want to decorate the inside here, which is going to be a lot easier now than when we have an entire building or an entire game in place. So let me clean up, dig down, clean up the edges a little bit more, and then I'll get back to you in a minute. All right, we have our hole decorated. The walls are pretty straightforward, but those are not the focus point. We have a kind of like a ruin. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of this arena being built above an ancient site, but I do want to have like a statue on that side. So, and I have the perfect idea of what we can do over there. And to do, you know what, let's go to the dungeon first, because I need to pick up some stuff. But honestly, all this stuff could go with us, because we're not using it over here anymore. But I'm pretty sure that from the actual trials, we should be, yes, iron golem heads, that's what I needed. I'll come and get all of the rest later. Because there's one more thing that I want to do or want to get over here for our statue. And that is at the troll spawner or troll spawner farm. So over here, I have some more loot. Because I don't clean up after myself. But I have a heavy core sitting around. Just sitting around because I don't use them. I'm not good at PvE or PvP. So what I might actually do is craft myself up a mace, like that, boom, and we are gonna give that to our statue, just because we can. So I think right there, we give him all of his stuff, right? We give him a nice golem head, and then we do, you know what, no, I have a better idea. Let's not do this, let's do a straw statue, and then I'm gonna look for a texture that's gonna be cool. You go there, we give you the name, and that is gonna be our statue. Of course, we want this to be a lot bigger, but I'm gonna go and take a nap first. Okay, we're gonna go scale as big as we can. Honestly, I'd want it to be bigger, but you know what, that's fine. I can live with that. And now, every time we look into the hole, into the pit, we can see that guy standing there. Now, the only thing that I need to do is build up the area around here, which, you know, I already have a design for, and I might actually just paste it in, because it's a lot of finicky blocks and stuff, which is going to take me a while, and I want to get working on the actual games. So yeah, give me a minute, I'll paste in the building, and then we can build games. Alright, we have an arena. it looks pretty good. Gonna say hi to Trollesh. And then if we look down, we have our ancient site, or our ancient temple. And then on the outside, I already have the walkway set up. And then we have these, because this is an older building, this is being supported by these studs. And then I want to put a little more of these over here, but I want to make it look like they're working on the walls. So you might see more of these pop up along the building. But now we need to work on the actual game that's going to go in here. And I have a good idea for that. That might be familiar to some of you. But if it isn't, I'm going to explain to you what it is in a second. I have everything together for the game. The only thing I need is some ice, which I can go and get near our dungeon. And I should give you an idea of what we've designed on stream. And I'm honestly not going to spend too much time on it because it's very simple to do, and I'd rather explain how it works than show me building it. So from the moment I have the ice, I'm going to paste that in as well. There we go. We put in our gunpowder and we hit start. Apparently schematics are a bit broken, so we'll have to give all of this our good old-fashioned manual setup. But first we need to go here all the way up till here, and then we also need to get the belt underneath here. So the real test of this is going to be when it's actually in place in the arena. But basically what this is, let's go into free cam. It's basically ice hockey, or it's my adaptation of the Hermitcraft Scootball game, but I changed it over to be played with packages. So over here, as you can see, we have a packager selecting one item, right? Taking out one item, scooting it up, and dispensing it. You'll see that in a minute, because I am going to demonstrate this. And when you score, these are going to be counted into a barrel right there, which we are displaying on either side of the scoreboard. Then when we reset everything, we unlock this smart chute and everything goes back into default, resetting the entire system. So that's basically it. What the goal of this is to have an arena that is not just one kind of game. It's not an arena for one game, but an arena for multiple different types of games. So as, maybe I'll grab a piece of glue, so I can show you what I mean by that. As you can see, everything on here is glued together as one contraption. And then if we grab this, we put a rail underneath here, we put you over there, and then I do need a minecart, so let me go and grab one. And that should be... Wait, what block am I forgetting? Oh, it's that one. Turn that into a contraption, and that's it. That's all we need to do. And then if we put this in here, let's turn that into an on mode, we should get an arena full of ice. And then this guy hooks up to that power source over there. So if I now turn this into a solid floor, you'll see that everything starts moving underground, as it should, right? And everything is or should be going in the right direction. Now the only thing I need to do to get this started is I need to put in a couple of items into that vault. Doesn't need to be too big, but it really depends on how long people want to play for. So I'm just going to grab all of this dirt and put it in there. That means we can play a game that is at least 120 points long. Ice hockey goes back in here, turn it into a contraption, and then if we go onto the field, I need to go and grab my cardboard swords, which I don't think I have, or at least I don't think I have cardboard. I do have one. I'll make more. I'll make at least 6, and I'm not going to enchant them because I don't want them to go that far, but that's just all going to be at your guys' discretion. If you think that this one, the unenchanted one, goes too far out or it scores too easily, let me know. But we have the ice hockey field, and then over here we've got a new ball, that button, and we've got reset, is that button. So if we hit that button, we should be getting a new ball. Why aren't we getting a new ball? So basically, packages would go up here. We would have a cardboard sword as our hockey stick, and we would score a goal like that, and then that should be counted right there. If we hit a new ball, we get a new ball. I would say that players start from in their goal boxes, from in their goal lines, and then they come up. They kind of like have to hit it. Of course, if you're alone, it's fairly easy to get a good hit in. And then we could do team games, we could do one-on-one games, we could do anything, actually. And then to reset it, so you'll see 3 coming up right there, and then to reset it, we just hit there. It'll clear out the scores and reset everything to go. Now, how this works is we have that block right there, and that's the important one, because that glues this entire floor to our contraption. Right, everything is connected to that one block. So what I'm gonna do, and this is for you guys, I'm gonna post in the Discord, in the Just Create Discord, and maybe in mine as well. I'm gonna post a schematic of these dimensions, of the dimensions of this field, and how deep you can go with your create like power lines and stuff and redstone. If you guys want, you can make new games for this. I'm not gonna promise I'll put them actually on the server, but if I find fun ones, or if some members on the server let me know that they want to play certain games, we can always just paste in the schematic that you guys provide. Make sure that the schematic is already pre-glued. I don't want to do all the gluing together, but if you guys have fun games, make them, send me your ideas, send me your schematics, and I might just put them in this arena, because that's the goal of this modular system. What I will do is, if you guys do put in a schematic, I'll do ice hockey eggs 98, and then I'll put your guys' name on there as well, and then we'll store them right here in this barrel, so that players can, or people can come in here, play the game. I have back tanks, so if people want to do cannon stuff with potato cannons, you can. I have the back tanks, and then I'll store everything that people need into a locker, so every player will get one locker in here so that they can play. But that's the cool system of this entire room, this entire building. We can literally put anything in here that fits the dimensions of the schematic that I'll be posting. So have fun with that. Don't feel like you have to, but if you want to, you're always welcome to send some games our way, and I'll be starting on the second project of today's video in a second. See ya at that point, I guess. We're gonna be meeting on that hill right there. Alright, I've got everything I need for the actual farms that we're going to be building over there. And I'm going to be starting with the one that's going to take the slowest to ramp up, which is the cactus farm. I'm going to be making a very standard vanilla style cactus farm, but instead of using fences to break the cactus, I'm going to be using a minecart contraption that goes back and forward so that I can just output everything into a vault over here. Okay, so that's going to be the new platform. This farm should be about 3 layers tall, and I think it's a little more than a stack on each layer, so we should be getting decent amounts of cactus once it's going. Right, there we go, 3 layers of cactus farm. Now for the collection system. Okay, so basically minecart will go back and forward. We'll have a minecart over here that triggers this. I have a delay set for 1 minute. I might just shorten that whenever I need to. It'll power this for about 10 ticks, which should give it enough juice to kind of leave, you know? And then it goes all the way over here. It'll stop to drop off its gear, but probably should put that on that side. That should do the trick. Now, The only thing I need to do is actually build the machine that's going to collect everything. And I might do that over here because I can manually send it off. Okay, I set up the farm. We have the contraption running back and forward. It's fairly easy. It's set to a minute right now, so it'll wait there for a minute, and then I'll go back and forward, collect everything, and then dump it all in there. What I want to do now is, one, I want to decorate all the walls a little bit, or at least make them look a little nicer, and then I'll get to the rest of the farm, honestly. I'll put in a floor, and then we turn this cactus into green dye. I have a floor, and we can see through it. That's just so we can see the farm moving, and then we can easily check if it gets stuck or not. But overall, farm is still working. And then I need to, I left the channel up so that I can get items up as well. And then I've got some stuff for power if I ever need it to. First of all, let's set up the actual farm, because that's going to take us, I think, the longest to do. So we do this, boom, we go crushing wheels right there. And then I want a barrel, but I also kind of want an encased, but I also want a threshold switch, and I'll explain why in a second. So barrel on top of that, right? And then it's basic stuff, right? It's input, output, right there. Here's where the interesting stuff comes in. I want to use a redstone requester to make sure we always have stuff in that barrel, right? If we don't, it's going to keep requesting stuff. Just like that, right? Now I do need to set this up because, you know, that's how the system works. But the basics are simple. It just kind of needs to come from there. The only problem is I need to know where power is going to come from before I do that, because I'll have to power that little thing over there, which is going to be a fan coming up, and then I need to power this entire belt. So let me figure out how to get power over here, and then we'll kind of figure things out from there. Okay, so did some calculations. That is going to go across there, and then we can also power a belt going over, which is going to take stuff from here over and then take it down into here. And then I also can take this, bring it down over here to power a fan. The question is, where do I like kind of lead it? So now we should have a system that's all connected except for the bottom part, but it'll take a package up here, cross it over, maybe we make it a little faster because 16 doesn't seem like fast enough. And then that will take it down, unpackage the package, and send green dye through here. So cactus farm in. I also want to make a dough farm because I kind of want to, since we were here, we got green dye. I want to make a slime farm, but seeing this mess already, I don't think I'll have too much space for it. I'll put in a building and an extra floor so that I can actually get started on that. Maybe I just do the extra floor first. We'll figure out what that means for us, but I'll put in an extra floor just above that belt, basically. And then build up a slime farm, and then we can do the walls later. I found another way to do it. So technically, we don't really need the green dye anymore, because I forgot that liquid dyeing is a thing now. And if you look up the recipe for slime, we can now bulk color or bulk dye dough, instead of just having to mix it with bone meal and stuff. The only thing I really need now is wheat, so that we can crush it into flour, and then we can wash that into dough, and so on and so on. So yeah, we have a little wheat farm upcoming, because the building is gonna be like around here, right? I think it might be cool to use this little hill to have like a hill going up for the actual wheat farm, and then we put the automated part over here. But yeah, we can do a lot of stuff actually. We'll have a really basic like wheat farm. It's not going to be fast because I do have like 50k wheat still back at home, which I'm going to go and get. But basically just a water wheel turning this little device, and that is going to unload into here, which, I don't know, it's simple, but it'll work as it should. And now we just need to plant a wheat field. Wheat farm is in place, but this is going to take a while to kind of get up to speed, and I am just gonna go over to spawn, grab a couple of shulker boxes full of wheat, and test it out that way. So we'll do the same setup here as we did with the cactus. And now I just need to grab some wheat. We go in here, we do that. Nope. We go stack like that. Click up OK. And now we should also see some wheat coming over the belt. There we go. Come on. Good. There we go. Now we should have flour and seeds. Well, the seeds are going to be another problem, but we can fix that later on. I want to do at least up to 8, just to not overload this guy. Okay. And then if we go upstairs, we should see him move. Okay, we are making slime. There we go. Now the only thing I need to do is get a building around here. And I have a design ready, so I might actually do that with the schematic cannon, because I'm leaving on a trip very soon and I still need to edit most of this video. And yeah, I need to save some time. So I'm a schematic cannon most of this in, and then I'll get back to you guys. I was gonna do some cleaning and like fixing some stuff around here, but I got a message from Stam that he wanted to meet up at the Diomat, I think. So I need to head over to spawn, get stuff ready, and then see what he's up to, I guess. He said he was gonna be behind the Diomat, and I need frames. Okay.
Eggs.
Hello. I'm waiting
Hi.
for frames. Give me a second. What you up to?
Oh, I'm decorating, if you couldn't tell.
I can see.
Making a basketball course. I'm missing a few components, though, because I ran out of copycat something. Just need to get this bench in here. 1 second. Right, okay. So, I've actually called you over, Eggs.
Yes.
Because of the laundromats. Laundromats. Diamond.
Yes.
It's not laundromats. It's a little bare on this side.
It's got windows.
Don't you think? On the top floor, the bottom floor.
Yeah, but have you seen the bottom floor?
No. I mean, there seems to be redstone and creates components up top, and there was windows still.
So the top is fine because it's not as packed. The bottom floor, it's ugly on the inside. Can't have windows. So
you can't make any fake windows?
No, I don't have space for fake windows. You want to see? I can show you.
Do you even need 2 blocks of space to have fake windows, though? Oh, you got plenty of space to put a fake window in here.
I don't think so.
I think so. Just a window and then some black concrete behind that.
I also don't want to break it. Because I would be honest, it's been a couple of months.
How about some texturing? No texturing.
You're trying to sell me on decorating, and I don't like it. But I'll put it on the to-do list, somewhere way down below the to-do list.
No, put it high. It's important. Actually, there's another thing I just forgot or remembered. Not forgot. Okay. I just remembered there's something else. Let me just get rid of some blocks. All right, come with me. We need to head to my base. I have it there. I have this little article, and honestly, I'm looking at it. It might be too much text to put in a regular issue of the newspaper. Here, take a look at it.
Article or?
Well, it's an article, but it'd probably take up a page in a regular newspaper. So you know.
Is this article or advertisement?
No, this is an article. This is not advertisement.
Okay. Okay, so the thing is, at the start of this episode, so a couple of days ago, I made a new one.
Uh-huh.
Which is technically already in the system. So technically, I already have an issue 4 out.
So could you add
Technically.
in a limited edition next to it? Just like
I could do a
put them in a chest or something.
4.5.
Yes.
Yes, I could do that.
Yes.
I will see what I can do.
All right, I'm gonna get back to finishing up the backside of the alleyways and everything.
Right, I'm gonna go back home, I guess.
Okay, have fun. Thanks.
Bye. As per request by Stam, I did make an extra special edition of the Cog and Quill with his article right here. And then we have another fun fact and then 2 Sudokus just so I could fill the page really. If you can solve these, let me know. I'll be posting this newspaper somewhere later this week in the Discord, in the Just Create Discord, so you can find in the Cog and Quill channel in the Discord. These will be an additional diamond for people if they wanted to. And then this is the actual new paper that we have going about. That being said though, I'm going to end off the episode right here where we started because I need to leave like now. So if you see this episode on Wednesday, that means that I got it edited down. And if you don't, well, that means I just didn't have time to edit it. I hope you've enjoyed it enough to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!